The intergalactic shopping center buzzed with life, a cacophony of voices from various species blending together, creating a vibrant atmosphere that felt electric. Brightly colored stalls lined the walkways, displaying everything from shimmering fabrics to exotic fruits from distant planets. The air was thick with the enticing sense of alien cuisines, a mix of spices that tickled the nose. Amidst this bustling environment stood a small, yet renowned tailor shop, Alex's Tailoring Emporium, where the art of sewing met the intricacies of intergalactic fashion. Alex Rodriguez, the proprietor and a skilled tailor, had built his reputation on the ability to craft garments that fit as if they were second skin. With a keen eye for detail and a passion for his craft, he transformed ordinary fabric into extraordinary works of art. The gentle hum of sewing machines filled the air, mingling with the rhythmic snip of scissors cutting through cloth. As he worked, the vibrant colors and textures of the materials danced in the sunlight streaming through the shop's large windows. Today was particularly special. The shop was buzzing with anticipation. Alex had just finished altering a beautiful gown made from the rare, iridescent fabric from the planet Valoria, which changed colors depending on the angle of light. The gown was for a high-ranking ambassador expected to visit soon, and Alex's focus was absolute. He wanted everything to be perfect. This was not just about clothing, it was about confidence, image, and the power that came with looking one's best. Just a little more on the hem, he murmured to himself, adjusting the fabric under the machine's needle. His hands moved deftly, a dance of precision as he worked to create something exquisite. Around him, the shop was a sanctuary of creativity, filled with the smell of fresh fabric and the soft sounds of inspiration. As the bell above the door jingled, signaling the entrance of a customer, Alex glanced up, wiping his brow. The figure that stepped into his shop was unlike any he had encountered before. Zektar, a tall, lanky alien with shimmering green skin and elongated limbs, entered with an air of confidence. His eyes, large and expressive, scanned the room, taking in the array of fabrics and the various styles hanging on display. "Greetings, Earthling Tailor," Zektar said, his voice resonating with a melodic undertone that seemed to echo slightly. "I require your services for a most important occasion." Alex cleared his throat, momentarily taken aback by the alien's presence. "Welcome. What can I do for you today?" "I am in need of a suit that represents my species' ideals of beauty," Zektar stated, moving closer to the counter. "It must fit perfectly, of course, but it should also embody the elegance and grace of my kind." Alex raised an eyebrow, intrigued. "I'd be happy to help, but I'll need to understand more about your ideals." "What do you mean by beauty?" Zektar's eyes sparkled with enthusiasm. "Ah. You see, unlike humans, my kind values elongated forms and vibrant colors. Our beauty is not merely in fit but in the expression of our physical presence." Alex nodded slowly, processing this new information. His experience lay primarily with human standards of beauty, which often revolved around symmetry and proportion. This was a challenge, but one he felt he could tackle. "Let's discuss the specifics then. Can you describe your body shape and the kind of design you envision?" The alien began explaining the unique contours of his physique, starting from his narrow waist to his elongated limbs. As he spoke, Alex couldn't help but imagine the vibrant colors and textures that would complement Zektar's skin. The conversation flowed seamlessly, with both parties animatedly exchanging ideas. "Do you have any colors in mind?" Alex asked, grabbing a notebook to jot down notes. "Bright teal and luminescent yellow would be fitting," Zektar replied, his excitement infectious. "Perhaps with patterns that symbolize the unity of my people." As Alex listened, he felt a spark of inspiration ignite within him. This task would stretch his creativity in ways he hadn't anticipated. "I think I can create something truly unique for you. Something that not only fits perfectly but also represents your culture. If you can achieve this, human tailor, you shall have my utmost respect," Zektar declared, a broad grin spreading across his face. As they continued to discuss the intricacies of Zektar's desired suit, Alex felt a growing admiration for his client. The alien's passion for his culture was palpable, and it reminded Alex of his own journey as a tailor. Each stitch was an opportunity to tell a story, to empower someone to feel confident in their own skin. Just before Zektar left, he turned back to Alex, his expression serious. I expect nothing less than perfection, Tailor. My appearance reflects my identity. It must be right. Of course, Alex replied, a determined smile on his face. I won't let you down. As Zektar exited the shop, Alex took a deep breath, his mind racing with ideas. He couldn't wait to get started. If you're enjoying this story, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The challenge of tailoring for an alien client was a first for him, and he felt an exhilarating mix of excitement and apprehension. The fabrics he would choose, the colors he would blend, all these choices began to swirl around in his mind. Alex knew this project would push him beyond his comfort zone, but that was exactly what he needed. He longed to create something that would not only fit Zektar's unique body but also resonate with the beauty he championed within his culture. With renewed energy, Alex began to sketch out ideas, letting his imagination run wild. The sounds of the bustling shopping center faded into the background as he immersed himself in the creative process. Each line he drew represented a potential path, an exploration of beauty that transcended the usual human standards he was so accustomed to. As the sun began to set, casting a warm glow over the fabrics in his shop, Alex felt a sense of purpose wash over him. He was not just a tailor, he was a storyteller, an artist ready to embrace the challenge ahead. The journey to redefine beauty was just beginning, and he was ready to take the leap. With each stroke of his pencil, he envisioned not just a suit, but a bridge between two very different worlds, connected through the universal language of self-expression and acceptance. Zektar leaned against the counter, his vibrant, teal skin shimmering under the shop's lights. Alex felt a mix of excitement and anxiety swirling within him. The request for a suit that not only fit perfectly but also captured the essence of Zektar's species was unlike anything he had ever faced. Let's discuss your ideals of beauty in more detail, Alex suggested, pulling out a notepad. What exactly do you envision? Zektar straightened, his elongated limbs moving gracefully as he gestured. Beauty is not merely about fit for my kind, it is about expressing the elegance inherent in our forms. Our bodies are long and fluid, and we celebrate curves that flow rather than angles that are sharp. Alex scribbled notes, trying to visualize the concept. So, you're saying the suit should emphasize these curves rather than conform to human standards of symmetry? Zektar nodded vigorously. Precisely. We value flowing lines and bright colors. It should capture the essence of our culture, perhaps include patterns that represent unity amongst my people. Colors like? Alex asked, feeling the rush of creativity begin to flow. Teal and luminescent yellow, Zektar replied. These colors symbolize vitality and connection within my species. All right, let's make this happen, Alex said, determination filling his voice. We can create something truly unique. He was beginning to see the possibilities unfold in his mind. But remember, Zektar added, his tone shifting to seriousness, the fit must be impeccable. If it doesn't reflect my identity, then it is worthless. Of course, Alex assured him. I take great pride in my work. I won't let you down. As Zektar departed, Alex felt the weight of the task ahead. If you're enjoying this story, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. He sat down at his drafting table, the hum of the shop around him fading as he dived into the depths of his imagination. He began by sketching the basic outline of Zektar's suit. The pencil glided across the paper, and he envisioned how to incorporate the flowing lines and vibrant colors Zektar had mentioned. Each stroke was a step into a world he had never explored before, a blend of human tailoring techniques and alien aesthetics. To truly understand Zektar's culture, Alex realized he needed to do more than just rely on the sketches. He needed to immerse himself in the characteristics that define Zektar's species. He opened his laptop and began searching for information on the alien race, eager to learn about their history, traditions, and values. As he read through articles, videos, and images, Alex discovered that Zektar's people valued not just aesthetics but also the stories behind their clothing. Each pattern told a tale of their ancestors, every color representing a fundamental aspect of their identity. Wow, Alex murmured to himself. This is deeper than I thought. He began to jot down ideas for symbols and patterns that could be integrated into the suit, feeling a growing excitement about the project. Before long, he was lost in a world of creativity, sketching designs that varied from bold geometric patterns to intricate, swirling motifs that seemed to dance across the fabric. He envisioned a suit that would not only fit Zektar perfectly but also tell a story, bridging the gap between two cultures through the art of tailoring. Days passed, filled with sketches and designs, and with each passing moment, Alex's understanding of what Zektar was looking for deepened. He began to craft a narrative for the suit, envisioning how Zektar would feel when he wore it. Would he see it as a reflection of his true self, a garment that connected him to his roots while also fitting into the human world? Finally, the day came for Alex to reach out to Zektar again. He crafted a message, explaining his ideas and inviting the alien back for a consultation. As he hit send, a wave of anticipation washed over him. Not long after, Zektar walked through the door again, an air of curiosity surrounding him. "I am eager to hear what you have prepared," he said, his eyes glinting with interest. Come in, come in." Alex beckoned, gesturing to the array of sketches laid out on his table. "I've been working on some designs based on our earlier conversation." Zektar moved closer, his gaze fixated on the sketches. "These lines, they flow beautifully. You have captured our essence well." "I wanted to incorporate the shapes and colors you mentioned," Alex said, watching Zektar's reaction closely. "And I thought about using patterns that symbolize unity among your people." Zektar's expression shifted from curiosity to admiration. "This is remarkable. You truly understand what it means to represent my identity. But tell me, how will you ensure the fit is perfect?" Alex felt a rush of determination. "I plan to take precise measurements of your body. I'll create a mock-up first, allowing for adjustments until it's flawless." Zektar considered this, nodding thoughtfully. "You are dedicated. I appreciate that." The two of them discussed the details further, poring over patterns, colors, and textures. As they spoke, Alex felt a growing bond forming between them, as if they were collaborating not just on a suit, but on something that transcended their cultural differences. As the meeting came to a close, Zektar stood, a confident smile plastered on his face. "You have opened my eyes, human. I believe this suit will not only fit me but also empower me to embrace my true self among your kind." Alex felt a warmth spread through him. This was what tailoring was all about, helping others feel not just comfortable but confident in their own skin. "I can't wait to get started," he replied, shaking Zektar's hand firmly. After their meeting, Alex dove into the fitting process, excitedly preparing the mock-up for Zektar. He was about to embark on a journey that would stretch his talents and challenge his perspectives. As he worked, he reflected on how important it was to embrace diversity. There was beauty in the differences between them, and through this suit, he hoped to celebrate that. The thought filled him with energy, and he couldn't help but smile. With the sun setting outside, casting a golden hue over the shop, Alex felt ready to create something extraordinary. He was not just a tailor, he was a bridge between worlds, and he couldn't wait to see where this new journey would take him. Leave a like to help the channel grow. The challenge of merging human creativity with alien ideals was exhilarating, and Alex was ready to tackle it head-on. He began to shape the mock-up, every stitch a testament to the collaboration of two very different cultures coming together through the art of tailoring. Alex found himself in a whirlwind of creativity as he absorbed everything Zektar had shared. The aliens' unique physical traits and the cultural significance behind them opened a floodgate of ideas that Alex had never before considered in his tailoring work. The shop felt charged with an electric energy, the hum of the sewing machines creating a comforting backdrop as he immersed himself in the task at hand. He gathered his sketchpad, the textured paper crisp under his fingers, and began to draw. The smell of fabric filled the air, rich wool, soft cotton, and vibrant silks. It was a tactile paradise, and Alex reveled in it. Each stroke of his pencil brought new designs to life, complex shapes that reflected Zektar's essence while maintaining a sense of elegance that would resonate with human aesthetics. "Okay, let's see," Alex murmured, imagining how Zektar might look in various outfits. He envisioned suits that had flowing lines, mimicking the contours of Zektar's form. He sketched bold geometric patterns that could represent the alien's heritage, and playful, swirling motifs that would add an element of joy and expressiveness. It felt like a dance, each design evolving fluidly until it embodied the spirit of Zektar's culture while also appealing to human sensibilities. As he worked, Alex thought about the stories Zektar had shared. The alien's home planet valued symmetry in ways that humans often overlooked, and the suit needed to reflect that, yet Alex feared falling into the trap of simply imposing human standards of beauty onto the creation. He jotted down notes about the significance of colors on Zektar's planet, where certain hues were revered and held specific meanings. In a moment of inspiration, he decided to incorporate elements that would allow for personal interpretation, inviting Zektar to participate in the design process. What if I create a suit that changes slightly with movement, reflecting your culture's connection to fluidity? He thought aloud, jotting down the idea. Days turned into nights as Alex poured himself into the project. He experimented with fabrics, each one representing different aspects of the designs he had sketched. He felt the textures, rough and soft, light and heavy, and imagined how they would interact with Zektar's body. This was more than tailoring, it was a cultural exchange, a melding of two worlds that had previously seemed so distant. Finally, it was time to reconnect with Zektar. Alex crafted a message that articulated his ideas, inviting the alien to his shop for a consultation. He felt a mixture of excitement and anxiety as he hit send, hoping Zektar would see the potential in his vision. A few hours later, the door swung open, and in walked Zektar, his vibrant skin shimmering in the overhead lights of the tailor shop. "I am eager to hear what you have prepared," he said, his tone filled with anticipation. "Welcome back, Zektar." Alex gestured toward the sketches sprawled across the table. "I've been working on some designs based on our last conversation. I wanted to incorporate the cultural elements you mentioned and make sure it resonates with you." Zektar leaned closer, his eyes wide as he examined the sketches. "You have captured our essence well," he remarked, nodding appreciatively. "But tell me, how will you ensure the fit is perfect? Our forms are quite different from yours." Alex straightened, a newfound confidence surging within him. "That's where the fun begins. I plan to take precise measurements of your body and create a mock-up first. This way, we can make adjustments until it fits you flawlessly." Zektar considered this, his expression thoughtful. "You are dedicated. I appreciate that." As they continued their discussion, Alex felt the connection between them deepen. They shared laughs over the intricacies of their respective cultures and challenged each other's perspectives. Zektar expressed his hopes and fears about fitting into human society, revealing insecurities that resonated with Alex more than he had anticipated. "I just want to be accepted," Zektar admitted, his voice softer. "Back on my planet, I was always celebrated, but here, sometimes I feel like an outsider." Alex felt a pang of empathy, realizing that they both struggled with the same feelings of inadequacy, albeit in different ways. "I think we all face that fear," Alex replied, sincerity threading through his words. "But that's why I'm so excited about this suit. It's not just about fitting in, it's about celebrating who you are. We can create something that embodies both of our cultures." A warm smile spread across Zektar's face, and Alex felt a rush of fulfillment. They brainstormed together, bouncing ideas back and forth, and every suggestion seemed to weave their lives together a little bit closer. Eventually, they settled on an initial design, a suit that would not only fit Zektar's body perfectly but also tell a story. "Let's blend traditional patterns with modern cuts. This way, it honors your heritage while also presenting it in a way that feels accessible to humans," Alex suggested. "Yes. This is exactly what I hoped for," Zektar exclaimed, his excitement palpable. With a clear direction in mind, they moved forward. Alex set up a fitting schedule, preparing for the next step in their collaboration. He gathered materials, focusing on how each fabric choice could reflect Zektar's identity while also ensuring it was comfortable and practical for him to wear. As the days progressed, Alex felt a sense of purpose he had never experienced before. He was no longer just a tailor, he was an artist, a storyteller weaving together the narrative of two worlds into a single garment. Each stitch became a symbol of resilience, acceptance, and the power of friendship. If you're enjoying this story, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Alex cherished this journey, aware of the impact it could have not only on Zektar but on others who might see the suit as a representation of cultural bridges. He couldn't wait to see Zektar's reaction when he tried on the mock-up, a moment that would be both a test of his skills and a celebration of their collaboration. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden glow through the shop window, Alex stitched the final touches on the mock-up, feeling a sense of accomplishment wash over him. The anticipation of Zektar's next visit filled the air with excitement. This was just the beginning of an extraordinary journey, one that would redefine beauty and acceptance, one stitch at a time. As the fitting process began, the air in Alex's shop was filled with a mix of excitement and apprehension. The soft whirring of sewing machines echoed in the background, blending harmoniously with the delicate rustle of fabric. Alex had meticulously prepared the mock-up of Zektar's suit, eager to see how his design would translate onto the alien's unique form. The vibrant colors and intricate patterns he had chosen were ready to be tested, but the real challenge lay ahead. "All right, Zektar, let's get started," Alex said, gesturing for the alien to step forward. Zektar, with his towering height and distinctly non-human body structure, looked at the mock-up with a mixture of curiosity and doubt. The fabric shimmered under the bright lights, reflecting hues that danced like stars across the material. "Do you think it will fit?" Zektar asked, his tone laced with uncertainty. "I've taken every measurement into account. This is a mock-up, so it's designed for adjustments." "We're going to make sure it fits you perfectly," Alex reassured him, feeling a flicker of determination ignite within him. Zektar stepped closer, and Alex could see the alien's eyes widen slightly as he examined the suit. "Your kind has an interesting approach to clothing. It seems so restrictive," he observed, his head tilting slightly as if trying to comprehend human fashion. Alex chuckled. "Well, we do have different ideas about comfort and style. But that's what makes this project exciting. We're blending our worlds together." With that, Alex helped Zektar into the mock-up. He guided the alien carefully, making sure to avoid any awkward moments that might arise from their contrasting anatomies. The suit slipped over Zektar's shoulders, and Alex quickly began to adjust the sleeves. The alien's arms were longer and more muscular than a human's, and Alex had to think on his feet to accommodate those differences. It feels different," Zektar remarked, shifting his weight as he examined himself in the mirror. "It's snug in some areas, yet loose in others. Is this how it should be?" Alex nodded, his brow furrowing in concentration. "Exactly. We'll make adjustments as we go. Just give me a moment." He reached for his measuring tape, ready to take down notes and measurements as Zektar shifted and turned. With every twist and movement, Alex felt both excitement and trepidation. He had never tailored a suit for someone with such an alien form, and the challenge was proving to be more complex than he had anticipated. As he began to pin the fabric in strategic places, he noticed Zektar's growing frustration. "I do not wish to take up your time, Alex," Zektar said, a hint of exasperation in his voice. "I feel as though we are not making any progress." "We are. It's all part of the process," Alex insisted, trying to keep the mood light. "Tailoring is about patience and precision. We'll get there, I promise." But as they continued, Zektar's frustration bubbled to the surface. "You humans have such odd expectations of beauty and fit. I don't understand why it must be so complicated." "Maybe it's not just about beauty, Zektar. It's about feeling good in your own skin, whatever that skin might be," Alex replied, feeling the tension in the air. "But I get that it's a different perspective for you." Zektar sighed, his shoulders sagging slightly. "Perhaps I am not meant to fit into your world. I feel out of place. Back home, I was celebrated for my form. Here, it feels like I'm being forced to conform." Alex stepped back, taking a breath to gather his thoughts. The struggle Zektar faced resonated with him more than he cared to admit. "Look, I know this is tough," he said softly, choosing his words carefully. "But if I can help create something that makes you feel comfortable and confident, something that represents who you are, I think we can change that." Zektar's eyes softened for a moment. "You truly wish to honor my form?" "I do," Alex replied, sincerity reflecting in his eyes. "Let's work together. We can create a suit that not only fits you but also showcases your identity. I believe there's beauty in our differences, and I want you to feel that, too." The two locked eyes for a moment, and in that shared silence, they began to bridge the gap between their worlds. Zektar took a deep breath and nodded slowly. "I appreciate your willingness to understand, Alex. I will try to be more open-minded." With renewed determination, Alex adjusted the fabric with a lighter touch, focusing on how the suit could reflect Zektar's identity. "Let's start again, but this time, let's make it a collaboration. Tell me what you like, what feels comfortable to you." As they moved forward, the atmosphere began to shift. Zektar offered insights into his species' aesthetics, describing how certain colors and patterns symbolized courage and strength among his people. Alex listened intently, jotting down notes and sketching ideas on a fresh piece of paper. "This color," Zektar indicated a deep blue, "is a representation of our home's oceans, which are sacred to us. It would honor my roots." "Perfect. We can use that as the base color and layer patterns that signify your culture," Alex suggested, feeling a rush of creativity. Their dialogue flowed more freely as they shared ideas and laughed over the cultural differences. It felt less like a fitting and more like a partnership, a dance of creativity that brought them closer together. The suit transformed into a canvas where both of their cultures could be represented. As they continued to work, Zektar's initial frustration seemed to fade, replaced by a sense of camaraderie. "You humans are fascinating," Zektar remarked, a lightness in his voice. "You approach problems with a different kind of creativity." "Well, we're all just trying to find our place, right?" Alex replied, a smile creeping onto his face. "And if we can help each other out along the way, that's a win-win." With each adjustment and each new idea, the suit began to take shape. The mock-up started to reflect not just Zektar's physical form, but also the essence of who he was. Alex felt a deep sense of fulfillment, knowing that he was part of this transformative process. "Maybe this suit will show others that beauty comes in many forms," Zektar mused, looking at the fabric in awe. "I hadn't considered that before." Alex nodded, feeling a swell of pride. "That's exactly what I hope for. If we can challenge perceptions, even a little, we're making a difference." As they wrapped up for the day, Alex felt a surge of hope. They were not just tailoring a suit, they were crafting a symbol of acceptance and understanding. If you're enjoying this story, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The journey ahead was still uncertain, but with each stitch, they were sewing more than fabric, they were weaving together the threads of friendship and acceptance, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. As the evening sun cast a warm glow over the bustling intergalactic shopping center, Alex Rodriguez found himself deep in thought. The earlier confrontation with Zektar echoed in his mind, a constant reminder of the challenges they faced. He leaned against the fabric-covered table in his tailor shop, the familiar scent of cotton and wool surrounding him, grounding him amidst the chaos of his emotions. Alex was no stranger to challenges in his profession. He had tailored suits for all shapes and sizes, from the petite frames of humans to the more robust forms of various alien beings. However, Zektar's request had stirred something deeper within him. It was not just about fitting an alien into a suit, it was about understanding the essence of that alien's identity and what it meant to be perceived as beautiful. Taking a deep breath, Alex grabbed a pencil and began sketching again. He needed to find a way to communicate with Zektar that went beyond mere words. If he was going to make a suit that Zektar would love, he needed to understand the alien's culture and ideals of beauty. As he sketched, the pencil moved fluidly across the paper, the designs morphing into a blend of human tailoring and Zektar's unique aesthetics. He flipped through his holographic research on Zektar's species, trying to absorb as much information as possible. Their body structures were different, sure, but what truly fascinated him were the cultural symbols embedded within their forms. Certain colors and patterns were not just decorative, they carried deep meanings. A swirl might signify strength, while a sharp angle could represent agility. Just then, the shop door chimed, and Zektar stepped inside. Alex looked up and smiled, trying to mask his nervousness. "Hey, Zektar. Glad you came back." "I have been thinking," Zektar said, his voice steady but with a hint of vulnerability. "About our earlier discussion. I realize I might have reacted too strongly." Alex nodded appreciatively. "It's okay. We both have our frustrations about this process. But I want to assure you, I'm committed to understanding your perspective. Zektar approached the table and studied the sketches Alex had laid out. What are these? Just some ideas I had while reflecting on our conversation, Alex replied, a bit sheepishly. I want to create something that not only fits you physically but also resonates with your identity. Can you tell me more about what these colors and patterns mean to you? Zektar's expression softened as he looked over the sketches. This blue, it represents the oceans of my home planet. We regard it as sacred. And the swirling patterns you've drawn here? They symbolize unity among my people. Alex felt a thrill of inspiration. So, we can use that blue as the main color and incorporate these swirling designs. It would be a way to blend your culture with a human tailoring approach. What do you think? I think it is a marvelous idea, Alex. This could become a new way to bridge our worlds, Zektar replied, his eyes sparkling with excitement. As they began to discuss more about the design, Alex noticed how Zektar's demeanor shifted from guarded to open. The alien was warming up to the idea of collaboration, and it felt like a significant step forward. They spent the next hour brainstorming, with Zektar enthusiastically suggesting elements that would make the suit not just a piece of clothing, but an embodiment of his identity. Let's add a texture that reflects the surfaces of our oceans, Zektar suggested, pointing to a swatch of fabric. It can be smooth yet rippled, just like the waves. Exactly. That will give it depth, Alex replied, jotting down notes as they discussed further details. The suit was taking on a life of its own, a tangible representation of their shared journey. However, as the conversation flowed, Alex couldn't shake the underlying worry that loomed over them. Could they truly create something that would resonate with Zektar's community? Would it be enough to challenge the perceptions of beauty that had been ingrained in both their societies? Zektar, do you think your community will accept this? Alex asked hesitantly. The alien paused, considering the question. It is hard to say. Change is often met with resistance. But perhaps, if I wear this suit with pride, it may open their eyes to the beauty of diversity. Alex's heart swelled with determination. Then let's make sure that when you wear it, it tells your story. It should reflect your strengths and your beauty, however different it may be from human standards. Your passion is inspiring, Zektar said, a genuine smile breaking across his face. I will trust you to create something that feels true to me. With that, their collaboration grew into a rhythm. They laughed together, shared personal stories, and even exchanged cultural anecdotes. The shop, once just a place of work, turned into a sanctuary of creativity and understanding. It was a blend of fabric and friendship, where they celebrated their differences and appreciated their shared humanity. As they wrapped up the day, Zektar stood up, looking over the sketches one last time. You know, Alex, I came here feeling lost, but I now feel seen. Thank you for your patience and understanding. Alex felt a warmth spread through him. I'm glad to hear that. I believe that beauty exists in many forms, and I'm excited to help you showcase yours. With a newfound sense of purpose, Zektar nodded. We are not just making a suit, we are creating a movement. Feeling energized, Alex responded, yes. And if you're enjoying this journey like I am, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We have so much more to create together. As Zektar walked out of the shop, Alex couldn't help but smile. The challenges ahead seemed daunting, but for the first time, he felt that they could face them together. The suit was not just a garment, it was a symbol of their shared commitment to embracing diversity and redefining beauty. And with that, Alex felt ready to tackle whatever came next. The threads of their stories were beginning to weave together, and he was eager to see what the final tapestry would reveal. As they sat across from each other in the tailor shop, the air was thick with anticipation. The low hum of the sewing machines provided a comforting backdrop, but the real energy in the room was charged with possibility. Alex took a deep breath, ready to dive deeper into the conversation that could change everything for Zektar. Let's talk more about the suit and what it means to you, Alex suggested, his voice steady but warm. I want to understand not just the aesthetics, but the emotions tied to it. Zektar leaned forward, his eyes reflecting a spectrum of colors that seemed to shift with his thoughts. For my people, clothing is more than fabric and thread, it's an extension of who we are. When I wear something that doesn't reflect my essence, I feel incomplete. It's almost as if I'm trying to fit into a mold that was never made for me. Alex nodded, the weight of Zektar's words sinking in. He had always viewed tailoring as a means to enhance one's appearance, but now he realized it was so much more than that. It was a conduit for identity and self-expression. So, what does it mean to you to feel complete? He asked gently, wanting to dig deeper. Zektar paused, his gaze drifting to the sketches scattered across the table. It's about embracing who I am. The colors, the patterns, they tell a story. My mother always wore vibrant shades of blue and green, colors that symbolize growth and harmony in our culture. I want to honor that while also showing the strength of my own individuality. A spark ignited in Alex's mind. What if we designed the suit to reflect a journey? The colors could transition from deep ocean blues to bright greens, symbolizing growth. And we could integrate patterns that tell the story of your heritage. His excitement was palpable, and Zektar began to mirror it. I love that idea. It's as if the suit could become a living narrative, a visual representation of my life and the values I hold dear, Zektar replied, his voice gaining momentum with each word. As they brainstormed, Alex felt the earlier tension dissipate, replaced by a sense of camaraderie. They bounced ideas off each other, with Alex suggesting fabric textures that could evoke the feeling of water against skin, while Zektar detailed the significance of specific symbols from his culture. It was a beautiful exchange, a fusion of two worlds coming together in a way neither had anticipated. By the way, Alex, Zektar said suddenly, his tone shifting to something more serious. Do you think your community will accept a suit like this? Something that diverges from traditional human aesthetics? Alex thought for a moment, his brow furrowed. It's hard to say, he admitted. Change is often met with resistance. But I believe that if we present it with pride, it can challenge those norms. After all, isn't that what fashion is about? Pushing boundaries? Zektar's eyes sparkled with hope. Yes. You're right. Perhaps this is not just about me, it could spark conversations about beauty and identity, not only on my planet but across the galaxy. Alex's heart raced at the thought. They were not just creating a suit, they were potentially paving the way for a new understanding of beauty that transcended species and cultures. If you're enjoying this process as much as I am, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We have so much more to explore together. With laughter and enthusiasm, they continued to sketch out ideas, each stroke of the pencil weaving their stories together. The fabric swatches became more vibrant, the designs more intricate. It was inspiring to see Zektar so engaged, his self-assurance blossoming as he spoke of his culture with passion. In the midst of the creative flow, a thought crossed Alex's mind. Zektar, what is the most significant piece of advice you've received from your elders about beauty? Zektar contemplated the question, his expression thoughtful. They taught me that true beauty lies in authenticity. It's easy to get lost in what others think we should be. But standing tall in our truth? That's what radiates real beauty. It's also about kindness and acceptance, not just toward ourselves but towards others. Alex felt a surge of admiration for Zektar. That's such a profound perspective. It aligns so well with the philosophy I've always tried to instill in my designs. I want people to feel confident and true to themselves when they wear my creations. As they continued to work, Alex found himself reflecting on the parallels between their worlds. Both of them had faced judgments based on appearances, Zektar for his alien features, and Alex for his unconventional tailoring style. In that moment, they shared a bond that transcended their differences, united by the desire for acceptance. Maybe we should include a hidden element in the suit, Alex suggested, his creativity firing on all cylinders. A pocket or a lining that tells your story, something that only the wearer knows about. It could be a small detail that adds personal significance. Zektar beamed at this idea. That could be the heart of the suit. A secret message, perhaps? Something that holds meaning for me alone. Exactly. This way, no matter how others perceive it, you'll always know the truth behind your garment, Alex said, his excitement evident in his tone. As they wrapped up another productive session, Zektar stood to leave, a look of determination on his face. "Thank you, Alex. You've not only made me feel understood but empowered. I can't wait to see how this suit evolves." "Neither can I. I truly believe we're creating something special," Alex replied, feeling a swell of pride. As Zektar left, Alex couldn't help but smile. The journey ahead was filled with uncertainty, but for the first time, it felt like they were on the right path. He glanced at the designs that littered the table and felt a renewed sense of purpose. They were crafting more than just fabric, they were weaving together a new narrative of beauty that celebrated diversity. With a determined spirit, he cleaned up the shop, each movement infused with a sense of anticipation for what was to come. He was ready to take on the next challenge, to help Zektar embrace his identity fully. Their collaboration was just beginning, and Alex couldn't wait to see where it would lead. After all, he believed wholeheartedly that the most beautiful creations arise from the melding of different perspectives, and this suit was destined to be a remarkable testament to that truth. As the days passed, the collaboration between Alex and Zektar blossomed into something truly remarkable. The tailor shop was alive with sketches, colorful fabric swatches, and the sound of the sewing machine humming in the background. Each morning, Alex would arrive with fresh ideas, and Zektar would bring a deep sense of purpose and excitement to the process. They were no longer just a human and an alien, they were a creative team, partners in a shared mission to redefine beauty. One afternoon, as sunlight streamed through the shop's large windows, casting patterns on the floor, Alex laid out the latest fabric choices on the counter. "What do you think about this one?" he asked, holding up a shimmering, iridescent material that changed colors as it caught the light. "It's got a unique texture, and I think it could really reflect the vibrancy of your culture." Zektar's eyes widened in awe. "It's beautiful. It reminds me of the way the suns look on my home planet during the Solstice Festival. We celebrate diversity there, and this fabric could remind me of that celebration every time I wear it." Alex felt a surge of satisfaction. The suit was becoming more than just clothing, it was a canvas for Zektar's identity and heritage. "Exactly. We want this suit to embody who you are, not just in shape but in spirit. If you're enjoying this process as much as I am, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We have so much more to explore together." With every design decision, the bond between them deepened. They shared stories about their lives, their struggles, and their dreams. Zektar opened up about the pressure he felt from his peers to conform to human standards, while Alex recounted his own experiences with judgment regarding his unconventional tailoring methods. Each revelation brought them closer, reinforcing the idea that beauty was not one-dimensional. "Zektar, I want to incorporate something personal into the suit," Alex suggested one day, the excitement evident in his voice. "How about we add a lining that tells your story? Something that only you know about, a secret message that captures the essence of who you are." Zektar's expression lit up. "That's a fantastic idea. I could write a phrase in my native language, something that means I am proud of who I am. It would be a reminder for me to embrace my true self every time I wear it." "Let's do it." Alex agreed, his heart swelling with pride. This suit will not only challenge existing beauty norms but also serve as a beacon for others who feel out of place. It's not just about fitting in, it's about standing out with confidence. As they worked late into the evening, sketches scattered across the table, Zektar's enthusiasm was infectious. The atmosphere was charged with creativity and fun, and their laughter echoed off the walls. Alex had never felt so invigorated by his work, and he realized this project had become more meaningful than he could have imagined. "Do you remember the first time we met?" Zektar asked, a grin spreading across his face. "I walked into your shop, and you looked at me like I was a puzzle you wanted to solve." Alex chuckled, recalling the moment. "I was definitely curious. Your species has such fascinating features. I had no idea how to approach designing for someone so different from what I was used to." Zektar tilted his head, a thoughtful expression crossing his face. "And now, look at us. Who would have thought a human tailor and an alien could create something so extraordinary together? It just goes to show that when we open our minds to different perspectives, amazing things can happen," Alex replied, feeling a warmth spread through him. "I'm really grateful for this partnership. As they continued to sketch and brainstorm, a moment of silence enveloped them. Alex paused, looking at Zektar. "I never thought I'd be able to say this, but I think you're teaching me more about beauty than I could ever teach you." Zektar smiled, his eyes reflecting sincerity. "And you are helping me understand that beauty can be multifaceted. It's not just a single ideal, it's a tapestry woven from different threads, each unique and beautiful in its own right." "Beautifully put," Alex said. "Let's make sure this suit represents all of that." The days turned into weeks as they tackled the fitting process. Zektar's unique body structure posed challenges that Alex had never encountered before. Each fitting session was an adventure filled with trial and error, laughter, and sometimes frustration. Alex learned to adapt his techniques, using his skills to accommodate Zektar's unusual proportions while ensuring the suit was both comfortable and stylish. One afternoon, as they worked on the sleeves, Zektar expressed his concerns. "What if this doesn't turn out the way we envisioned? What if people don't accept it?" "Hey," Alex said, putting down his tools and meeting Zektar's gaze. "This suit is about you, not about what others think. The right people will see its value, and that's what matters. Remember, we're breaking barriers here." Zektar took a deep breath, visibly calming himself. "You're right. I need to embrace this journey, not just the final result." With renewed determination, they pushed through the challenges, learning to communicate openly about their needs and expectations. Each fitting brought them closer, as they navigated the complexities of tailoring an outfit that was as much about identity as it was about fashion. "Let's finish this fitting," Alex said one day, his voice filled with excitement. "I can feel we're on the verge of something incredible." As they worked, Zektar and Alex laughed and joked, their camaraderie growing stronger. The shop transformed into a sanctuary of creativity, where ideas flourished, and their friendship deepened. They were crafting not just a suit, but a symbol of unity that transcended their differences. At the end of each day, Alex would often find himself reflecting on how this experience had changed him. He had learned to see beauty beyond conventional standards, embracing the notion that true perfection existed in diversity. It had been a journey of growth for both of them, and he couldn't wait to see how their story would unfold. As they wrapped up another productive session, Zektar turned to Alex with a serious expression. "Thank you for believing in me and my vision. I can't wait for the world to see what we've created together." "Me too," Alex replied, feeling a swell of pride. "This is just the beginning." The day of the final fitting had arrived, and the vibrant energy in Alex's tailor shop felt electric. The air was filled with the familiar sense of fabric and fresh thread, punctuated by the rhythmic hum of sewing machines working tirelessly in the background. Sunlight streamed through the large windows, casting a warm glow over the myriad of colors and textures that adorned the walls. This was the moment Alex had been eagerly anticipating, a culmination of weeks of hard work, creativity, and newfound friendship. As Zektar stepped inside the shop, Alex felt a rush of excitement mixed with a hint of nervousness. The alien had come a long way from the first encounter, and as he entered, his presence seemed to fill the room with an aura of confidence. Zektar's skin shimmered under the shop lights, a beautiful blend of iridescent hues that reflected his excitement. He was dressed in a simple robe that accentuated his unusual body structure, a reminder of how much he had trusted Alex to create something that would truly represent him. "Are you ready for this?" Alex asked, a grin spreading across his face. "I've been ready since the sketches," Zektar replied, his voice a mix of anticipation and nervousness. "But now that I'm here, I feel the weight of expectations." Alex chuckled softly. "I think we've already defied quite a few expectations together. Just remember, what we've created is a celebration of who you are, not just another suit." Zektar nodded, taking a deep breath to steady himself. "You're right. I have to embrace this moment." As they prepared for the fitting, Alex pulled the suit from a nearby rack. The fabric was a unique blend of materials, chosen not just for their aesthetics but also for their ability to stretch and move with Zektar's body. The suit was designed to reflect his species' ideals of beauty while still incorporating human tailoring techniques, showcasing the harmonious blend of their cultures. "Here it is," Alex said, holding up the suit with pride. The colors danced in the light, creating a mesmerizing effect that captivated Zektar. It's beautiful, Zektar breathed, his eyes wide with admiration. It feels like it embodies everything we discussed. Let's get you into it, Alex encouraged, excitement bubbling within him. He helped Zektar into the suit, carefully adjusting the fabric as he went. The sensation of the soft material against Zektar's skin was a comforting contrast to the structured nature of the suit. As Zektar slipped into the ensemble, Alex couldn't help but notice the slight tremor in his hands, a mix of eagerness and anxiety. You've got this, Zektar. Just think about how far we've come, how much we've learned from each other. The moment Zektar stood in front of the mirror, Alex felt his heart race. The suit draped over Zektar's frame perfectly, accentuating his unique features while allowing him the freedom to express himself. There was a moment of silence as they both took in the sight. Zektar's reflection stared back at him, not just as an alien but as a being who carried the weight of both human and alien beauty ideals. I look incredible, Zektar finally said, his voice barely above a whisper. You look amazing, Alex affirmed, his pride swelling. This suit isn't just about aesthetics, it's about how you feel in it. Are you comfortable? Very. It's like it was made for me, Zektar replied, a genuine smile breaking across his face. Thank you, Alex. As they adjusted the final details, Alex felt a profound sense of fulfillment. This was more than just tailoring, it was about connection, understanding, and embracing differences. If you're enjoying what you're seeing, don't forget to throw a like my way. It really helps the channel grow. Zektar chuckled, his eyes sparkling. You humans and your likes. But I appreciate it. It's a testament to our journey together. I never thought I would be able to wear something that makes me feel so accepted. Acceptance is key, Alex responded, his tone serious yet warm. We've created something special together, and it's changed both of us. The fitting continued, with Alex making small adjustments here and there. He was meticulous, ensuring that every scene was perfect and every detail reflected Zektar's personality. The more Zektar wore the suit, the more confidence radiated from him. Alex, this suit, it's not just fabric. It feels like a part of me now, Zektar said, moving around to see his reflection from different angles. It's as if I'm finally wearing my identity. Exactly. It's a blend of our worlds, Alex replied, feeling a warm smile spread across his face. Your identity is beautiful, and it deserves to shine. As Zektar turned, admiring the way the suit moved with him, he suddenly froze. What if people don't accept me like this? What if they only see an alien in a suit? Then we educate them, Alex declared, a fierce determination in his voice. Your journey is about challenging perceptions, Zektar. This suit is a statement. It shows that beauty comes in many forms, and it's not confined to one idea. Zektar nodded slowly, the weight of Alex's words resonating deeply within him. You're right. I've spent too long worrying about fitting in instead of embracing who I am. As they finished up the adjustments, Alex took a step back and admired the overall look. I think we're ready for the final reveal. How do you feel about stepping out into the world in this? Ready, and a bit scared, Zektar admitted. Good. A little fear means you're stepping out of your comfort zone. Just remember, we're in this together, Alex assured him. Zektar took a deep breath, preparing for the moment that would change everything. Let's do this. With the final touches complete, they stepped outside into the bustling intergalactic shopping center. The vibrant colors and sounds enveloped them as they made their way through the crowd. Alex could feel the buzz of excitement in the air, not just for Zektar, but for the impact they were about to make together. As they walked, people began to notice Zektar's stunning suit. Whispers of admiration floated through the air, and Alex couldn't help but smile. This was the moment they had both been waiting for. Look at those reactions! Alex exclaimed, his heart soaring. They're already appreciating the beauty of your uniqueness. Zektar glanced around, a mix of disbelief and awe washing over him. I never thought I would receive such positive attention. Imagine the conversations this suit will spark, Alex said, his enthusiasm contagious. It's a catalyst for change, Zektar. You're showing everyone that beauty isn't one size fits all. As they continued through the shopping center, Zektar's confidence grew. With every compliment that came their way, he straightened his posture and wore a proud smile. In that moment, he wasn't just an alien, he was a beacon of acceptance and beauty in all its forms. Alex's heart swelled with pride knowing that he had played a part in this transformation. If you're enjoying this journey, don't forget to drop a comment about your favorite moments. Zektar turned to him, a newfound determination in his eyes. Thank you, Alex, for everything. This suit, this moment, it means more than I can express. Let's make sure this is just the beginning, Alex replied, filled with hope for what lay ahead. Together, they were ready to reshape perceptions, one stitch at a time. As Zektar stepped back from the mirror, he couldn't help but be awestruck by his reflection. The suit, a harmonious blend of human tailoring techniques and alien aesthetics, hugged his unique form perfectly. It was more than just an outfit, it was a statement of identity, a manifestation of confidence that he had never experienced before. His heart raced as he turned from side to side, taking in every detail of the fabric. The deep iridescent colors shimmered against his skin, and the cut was unlike anything he had seen in human fashion. Alex, I can't believe how amazing this looks. Zektar exclaimed, a grin stretching across his face. His excitement was palpable, and it lit up the room. Alex stood next to him, his hands on his hips, pride swelling in his chest. I knew you'd love it. It really showcases your uniqueness, Alex replied, his voice warm. But remember, this isn't just about looking good. It's about how you feel in it. You're not just wearing a suit, you're embracing who you are. Zektar nodded, still mesmerized by the way the fabric flowed as he moved. I spent so long trying to fit into a mold that wasn't meant for me. I thought I had to conform to what humans considered beautiful, but this is freedom. As they shared this moment, Alex felt a wave of satisfaction wash over him. He had always believed that fashion should be a reflection of one's true self, not a limitation. And you're setting an example for others. If you're enjoying this journey, don't forget to share your favorite moments. Your story may inspire someone else to embrace their uniqueness too. Zektar chuckled, appreciating Alex's enthusiasm. You know, I never thought I'd find a human who understood me this well. It's refreshing to meet someone who sees beyond the surface. That's the beauty of tailoring, Alex said, gesturing around the shop filled with vibrant fabrics in various styles. Each piece tells a story. When I create something, it's not just about the fabric, it's about the person wearing it. This suit tells your story, Zektar. As they continued to discuss the intricate details of the suit, Zektar's thoughts drifted to the upcoming event where he would debut this creation. I'm nervous, Alex. What if people don't accept me? What if they only see an alien in a suit? Alex paused, sensing the tension in Zektar's voice. Then we educate them. Your journey is about challenging perceptions, Zektar. This suit is a statement. It shows that beauty comes in many forms, and it's not confined to one idea. Zektar took a deep breath, absorbing Alex's words like a sponge. You're right. I've spent too long worrying about fitting in instead of embracing who I am. This suit gives me the confidence to be myself, no matter how others may perceive me. Alex smiled at Zektar's newfound resolve. That's the spirit. Remember, the suit isn't just a shield, it's an extension of you. You're not hiding behind it, you're standing tall because of it. As they wrapped up the fitting, Alex made a few final adjustments, ensuring everything was perfect. The energy in the room was electric, a mix of anticipation and excitement. Zektar could feel a change within himself. The suit was transforming not just his appearance but his mindset as well. Let's take this outside, Alex suggested, his eyes sparkling with mischief. I want to show you off. It's time for the world to see who you really are. Zektar hesitated for a moment, a flicker of doubt crossing his face. What if they don't react well? Then they'll learn, Alex replied firmly. The world needs to see that beauty is diverse and comes in all shapes, colors, and forms. You're a part of that diversity, and it's time to embrace it. With that, Zektar straightened his posture, feeling the weight of responsibility settle on his shoulders. He wasn't just wearing a suit, he was representing a culture, a community, and a belief in acceptance. Together, they stepped out of the shop into the bustling intergalactic shopping center, where humans and aliens mingled, their lives intertwined in a vibrant tapestry of existence. As they walked, the atmosphere buzzed with energy. The colors of the shops and the sounds of laughter filled the air, creating an inviting scene. But Zektar's focus was on the reactions he would soon receive. Every step felt monumental, and he could feel his heart pounding in his chest. People began to glance in their direction, murmurs of admiration swirling around them. Zektar's confidence grew with each approving nod and smile they received. "Look at those reactions!" Alex exclaimed, his voice brimming with excitement. "They're already appreciating the beauty of your uniqueness." Zektar turned to see the expressions of awe on the faces around him. "I never thought I would receive such positive attention," he said, astonished. "Imagine the conversations this suit will spark," Alex continued, his enthusiasm contagious. "It's a catalyst for change, Zektar. You're showing everyone that beauty isn't one size fits all." As they strolled through the shopping center, compliments floated their way like confetti. Zektar felt a warmth spread through him, igniting a sense of pride he hadn't experienced before. "This feels incredible. It's as if I'm finally being seen." "Exactly. And you deserve to be seen," Alex affirmed, his heart swelling with pride for his friend. "If you're enjoying this journey, don't forget to drop a comment about your favorite moments. The world needs to hear your story." With every passing moment, Zektar's nervousness melted away, replaced by a sense of belonging. He was no longer just an alien, he was Zektar, a being worthy of admiration and respect. Alex's words echoed in his mind, empowering him to embrace this new identity. As they continued their walk, Zektar turned to Alex, gratitude shining in his eyes. "Thank you, Alex, for everything. This suit, this moment, it means more than I can express." "Let's make sure this is just the beginning," Alex replied, filled with hope for what lay ahead. They were not just transforming a wardrobe, they were reshaping perceptions, one stitch at a time. Zektar felt a surge of determination as he stepped forward, ready to face the world and challenge its views on beauty. Together, they were a force for change, and this was just the start of their incredible journey. The buzz surrounding Zektar's stunning suit was palpable, spreading like wildfire through the intergalactic shopping center. Whispers of admiration floated through the air, mixing with the aromas of exotic foods and the vibrant colors of various alien fashion styles. Alex Rodriguez, beaming with pride, watched as Zektar, now adorned in the beautifully tailored garment, became a focal point of attention. "Look at them, Alex!" Zektar exclaimed, his voice a mix of excitement and disbelief. "I can't believe how many people are noticing me. It's surreal." Alex nodded, his heart swelling with joy. "You're a trendsetter now. This suit is more than just fabric, it's a statement that challenges the norms of beauty across the galaxy." He could see the confidence radiating from Zektar, a transformation that was more than skin deep. As they strolled through the bustling shopping center, the reactions from the crowd were overwhelmingly positive. A group of humans and aliens alike paused, their eyes wide with admiration, some even reaching out to touch the intricate designs of Zektar's suit. The fabric shimmered under the bright lights, each thread woven with care and creativity, reflecting the uniqueness of both the tailor and the wearer. "Do you think they like it?" Zektar asked, a hint of nervousness creeping back into his tone. "Like it? They love it." Alex chuckled, enjoying the moment. "You're showcasing a new standard of beauty that embraces diversity. If you're enjoying this moment, don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. This is a story worth telling." Their journey took them past a cafe where the aroma of freshly brewed alien coffee wafted enticingly through the air. Zektar paused, glancing at a group of aliens chatting animatedly, their laughter infectious. "I've never felt so included," he admitted quietly, a newfound sparkle in his eye. "That's exactly what we wanted to achieve," Alex replied, leaning closer to Zektar as they walked. "This suit isn't just about looking good, it's about feeling good in your own skin, no matter what anyone else thinks." As they moved further into the shopping center, they overheard snippets of conversations praising the suit. "Did you see how it fits him? It's like it was made for him," one human exclaimed.
Such elegance. I've never seen anything like it, an alien remarked, admiration clear in their voice.
Zektar stood a little taller, absorbing the compliments.
This is incredible, Alex. I never thought I would experience anything like this.
Believe it, Alex said, a hint of pride in his voice.
This is just the beginning.
We're starting a conversation here, one that challenges the very concept of beauty across species. As they approached the central plaza, a space designed for events and gatherings, Zektar's heart raced. A platform had been set up, and a crowd was beginning to gather, drawn in by the excitement surrounding the unique suit.
What's happening over there? Zektar asked, his curiosity piqued.
That's the showcase area, Alex explained, his eyes sparkling with mischief.
I think it's the perfect opportunity for you to show off the suit more. Let's go.
With a mixture of excitement and trepidation, Zektar allowed Alex to lead him toward the platform.
As they reached the edge of the crowd, Alex turned to Zektar. Are you ready for this? It's your time to shine.
Zektar took a deep breath, the moment feeling monumental. What if I mess up? He whispered, doubt creeping in.
You won't.
Just be yourself, Alex encouraged.
Remember, you're not just wearing a suit, you're wearing your identity. If you're enjoying this, let the world know. Comment below with your thoughts on beauty. With that, Zektar stepped onto the platform, the crowd's murmurs morphing into a wave of applause. He felt the warmth of their gazes, the energy of their anticipation pulsing around him. The spotlight felt surreal, illuminating not just the suit, but the essence of who he was becoming. Greetings, everyone.
Zektar's voice boomed through the speakers, shaky at first but gaining strength. I stand before you not just as Zektar, but as a representative of my species, of our uniqueness, and of what beauty means to each of us.
The audience fell silent, hanging on to his words.
Alex watched from the side, pride swelling in his chest.
Zektar was finding his voice. This suit, tailored by the incredible Alex, is a symbol of acceptance and diversity. It challenges the narrow definitions of beauty that many of us have been conditioned to believe.
I invite you all to rethink what perfection looks like and to embrace our differences. A wave of applause erupted from the crowd, a mix of human and alien cheers echoing around the plaza. Zektar's heart soared as he continued to speak, his words empowering himself and those around him.
Let's celebrate our individualities.
Let's create a universe where every form, every color, and every being is embraced for who they truly are. The crowd roared with approval, a mix of laughter and shouts of encouragement filling the air. Zektar could hardly believe the energy surging through him. He felt like a beacon of change, a force of nature challenging societal norms. As the applause died down, Zektar returned to Alex, who was beaming with joy.
You were amazing. That was so inspiring, Zektar. Your message will resonate throughout the galaxy. Thank you, Alex, Zektar replied, still buzzing from the adrenaline. I never knew I could speak like that.
This suit has given me more than just style, it's given me a voice. Alex clapped Zektar on the back, his heart full. And it's a voice that deserves to be heard. If you're enjoying this story, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.
There's so much more to come.
As they stepped down from the platform, the energy in the plaza shifted. Conversations ignited among the crowd, with many discussing the themes of acceptance and diversity that Zektar had brought to light.
Did you see how they reacted?
Zektar asked, a wide grin plastered across his face.
I think we might actually be making a difference. Absolutely, Alex replied. This is just the start of a movement. We're redefining what it means to be beautiful, one suit at a time. As the crowd dispersed, a sense of camaraderie filled the air. Zektar felt a belonging he had longed for, a connection with others who shared in the journey of acceptance. Together, they walked back through the shopping center, the world feeling a little brighter, a little more accepting. It was a testament to their hard work and the courage to challenge the status quo. The journey ahead was filled with possibilities, each step a reminder of the beauty in diversity. As news of Zektar's stunning suit spread like wildfire across the galaxy, it wasn't long before whispers turned into a full-blown buzz. The intergalactic community was abuzz with excitement,
and the once ordinary tailor shop of Alex Rodriguez had become a hub of curiosity and admiration. People from all walks of life, humans, aliens, and everything in between, flocked to the bustling shopping center to catch a glimpse of this masterpiece that had redefined beauty standards. Alex was hard at work in his shop, threading a needle with precision. The familiar sounds of the sewing machine hummed in the background, a soothing melody amidst the chaos outside. Yet, his mind was a whirlwind of thoughts. He was proud, yes, but also aware of the weight that now rested on his shoulders. The suit wasn't just a garment, it had become a symbol, a catalyst for change. It's amazing how one suit can spark such a movement, he mused aloud, absent-mindedly running his fingers along the fabric. Suddenly, the bell above the shop door jingled, signaling the arrival of another customer. Alex turned to see a group of aliens, all different shapes and sizes, entering his shop with a mix of excitement and trepidation. Zektar had made waves, and now others were eager to explore their own identities through fashion. "Welcome! How can I help you today?" Alex greeted them with a warm smile, his enthusiasm infectious. One of the aliens, a tall creature with shimmering scales and multiple eyes, stepped forward. "We heard about the suit you made for Zektar. We want something similar, something that represents our identities, too." The creature's voice, though different, resonated with a note of hope and curiosity. Alex's heart raced. The request was both thrilling and daunting. "Of course. I'd be honored to help you all express your uniqueness through clothing. Let's start by discussing your ideas and what you envision." He gestured for them to take a seat, eager to learn more about their cultures and what they sought to convey through their attire. As the group shared their stories, Alex listened intently, absorbing their individuality and the beauty of their diverse backgrounds. The excitement in the air was palpable. With each anecdote, he felt his passion ignite further. If you're enjoying this process, don't forget to leave a like to help the channel grow. "Every story needs a voice, just like every suit needs a tailor," he said, seamlessly integrating his call to action into the moment. Zektar, who had come in to check on Alex, overheard the conversation and felt a swell of pride. He had started something monumental, and it was blossoming into a movement of self-acceptance and expression. "You're doing amazing work, Alex," he said, clapping a hand on Alex's shoulder. "Your talent is changing lives." "Thanks, Zektar," Alex replied, his cheeks flushing slightly at the compliment. "But it's not just me. It's everyone who dares to embrace their differences. Together, we're reshaping perceptions." The fitting process began, and Alex found himself juggling multiple projects at once. The once quiet tailor shop transformed into a vibrant workspace filled with laughter and creativity. The aliens brought fabrics and materials from their home worlds, each piece infused with cultural significance. As the days turned into weeks, word spread further, and more clients sought Alex's expertise in crafting garments that celebrated their identities. One particularly busy afternoon, during a fitting session with a creature resembling a cross between a jellyfish and a butterfly, Alex paused to reflect on how far they'd come. "Isn't it incredible," he said, "how fashion has the power to unite us? It's a universal language." The jellyfish-like alien, whose name was Leary, nodded enthusiastically. "Absolutely. Through these clothes, we can communicate who we are without saying a word. It's an art form, just like your tailoring." Just then, a familiar face appeared at the door. Mira, a journalist from the Intergalactic News Network. She had been following Zektar's journey and was eager to capture the essence of Alex's work. "I've come to do a feature piece on how you're revolutionizing the fashion industry." "Your story deserves to be told," she exclaimed, her eyes sparkling with excitement. Alex felt a mixture of pride and nervousness. "Sure, I'd love to share our journey," he said, gesturing for her to join the fitting session. "This is a collaborative effort. It's about more than just tailoring, it's about understanding and acceptance." As Mira began to interview Zektar and the other clients, Alex listened to their stories unfold. Each one was a testament to the struggles and triumphs of embracing their true selves. Their words resonated deeply with him, forging a bond that transcended species and cultures. He realized that every stitch sewn was not just a thread of fabric but a thread connecting lives and stories. After the interview, Mira approached Alex, her notebook brimming with notes.
Your approach to tailoring is truly unique. It's more than just making clothes, it's about empowering people to express their identities. You're making a mark, Alex. This can change the way society views beauty. Feeling a rush of inspiration, Alex replied, "If we can help even one person feel accepted for who they are, then it's all worth it." He looked around at the vibrant space filled with laughter and camaraderie. We're not just creating suits, we're creating a movement. As the week rolled on, the anticipation for the grand event where Zektar would showcase his suit grew. The community buzzed with excitement, and Alex felt exhilarated but also anxious. Would the suit resonate with others as it had with Zektar? On the day of the event, the atmosphere was electric. People flocked to see Zektar walk the runway, the suit shimmering under the lights, symbolizing a bridge between cultures and a new definition of beauty. Alex stood backstage alongside Zektar, offering words of encouragement. "You're ready for this. Just be yourself," he said, his voice steady despite the butterflies in his stomach. "Thank you for believing in me, Alex." "This suit means everything," Zektar replied, determination shining in his eyes. As the show began, there was a palpable tension in the air, and Alex's heart raced. He watched as Zektar stepped onto the runway, the crowd erupting in applause. It wasn't just a suit on display, it was a vision of acceptance, a celebration of diversity, and a challenge to conventional beauty standards. The applause crescendoed, a symphony of acceptance and admiration. In that moment, Alex realized that he was part of something bigger than himself. It was a movement toward a more accepting future. If you're enjoying this story, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. There's so much more to come. As Zektar struck a pose, beaming with pride, Alex felt a surge of hope. They had indeed created something beautiful together, a moment that would echo through the galaxies, challenging perceptions and inspiring others to embrace their identities. The journey was just beginning, and he was ready to see where it would take them next. As the lights dimmed and the crowd settled into a hushed anticipation, Alex stood backstage, his heart pounding in rhythm with the electric atmosphere of the grand event. Today was the culmination of not just weeks of hard work, but a journey that had transformed his perspective on beauty, acceptance, and friendship across species. The moment Zektar stepped onto the runway, adorned in the suit they had designed together, was about to redefine more than just fashion. It was a statement of unity in diversity. Zektar, with all his alien traits, looked both stunning and regal as he walked confidently down the runway. The fabric of the suit shimmered under the lights, reflecting hues that danced like a nebula, each color representing the rich tapestry of his culture. As he moved, the tailored suit hugged his unusual form perfectly, accentuating not just his physique but also his identity. The crowd erupted into applause, a sound that rippled through the air, warming Alex's chest with pride. "Look at him," Alex whispered to himself, glancing at the others in the backstage area. "He's incredible." He felt a swell of emotion as he watched Zektar embrace this moment. This wasn't just about the suit, it was about Zektar's journey to self-acceptance and the bond they had forged through understanding each other's worlds. In the audience, a mix of humans and aliens could be seen, their expressions ranging from awe to admiration. Conversations erupted, with people whispering about the striking design and what it represented. Alex could hear snippets. "Isn't that the tailor who changed the game? And this suit is unlike anything I've seen." The excitement was palpable, and Alex felt a sense of fulfillment wash over him. If you're enjoying this story, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. There's so much more to come, and this journey is just beginning. As Zektar reached the end of the runway, he turned to face the audience, and in that moment, everything came together: the lights, the applause, the shared experience of cultures colliding and harmonizing. Zektar lifted his arms, a gesture of triumphant celebration, and the crowd responded with an outpouring of cheers that echoed throughout the venue. Backstage, Alex's eyes gleamed with tears of joy. He had done more than tailor a suit, he had crafted a symbol of hope and acceptance. Zektar walked off the stage, and as he reached Alex, they embraced, a moment filled with gratitude and understanding. "You did it, Alex." "We did it," Zektar said, his voice thick with emotion. "This is more than just a suit. It's a message." Alex grinned, feeling the warmth of Zektar's words wrap around him. "You were the one who wore it. You made it come alive."
The connection between them had deepened, evolving from mere client and tailor to true friends who had faced challenges together and emerged stronger. As they stepped back from the stage, Mira, the journalist, approached with her camera in hand.
"This is incredible. The way Zektar carried your design, it's going to change perceptions about beauty across galaxies." She captured candid moments of their joy, her camera clicking away. "Would you mind if I included your story in my article? It deserves to be told." "Of course," Alex replied, feeling a rush of excitement. "We want everyone to know that beauty comes in all forms. This is just the beginning." Zektar nodded in agreement. "Our differences should be celebrated, not hidden. This suit is a testament to that." As the event continued, Alex took a moment to step back and reflect. He observed the audience engaging in discussions about beauty standards and acceptance, realizing that they were witnessing the beginning of a cultural shift. The suit had sparked conversations that would ripple beyond this event, influencing how individuals viewed themselves and each other. He thought back to the challenges he faced when Zektar first walked into his shop, demanding a suit that defied conventional beauty norms. At the time, Alex was uncertain and intimidated, but he had chosen to embrace the challenge, leading them both to this pivotal moment. It was a reminder that every stitch he sewed was not just fabric coming together, it was a story being woven into the fabric of intergalactic society. As the lights dimmed again, signaling the end of the show, Zektar and Alex found themselves standing together, watching the crowd dispersing with smiles and laughter. The energy in the room was transformative. They had not only created a suit but had ignited a conversation that would continue to evolve. "Thank you for believing in me," Zektar said, his eyes shining. "I didn't just wear a suit today, I wore my identity with pride." "And you inspired so many others to do the same," Alex replied, his voice thick with emotion. "I never expected this journey to lead to such change, but here we are." In that moment, Alex realized that their friendship was a fusion of cultures, a perfect fit that transcended the boundaries of their worlds. They had both grown, learning to appreciate their differences and finding beauty in their shared experiences. As they stepped out of the venue, the night air was filled with the sounds of laughter and music from the festivities. Alex and Zektar walked side by side, discussing plans for future collaborations, dreaming of how they could continue to push the boundaries of fashion and identity. "This is just the start, my friend," Alex said, filled with hope. "Let's keep celebrating our uniqueness. Together, we can change perceptions and create a world where everyone feels accepted," Zektar replied, his voice filled with conviction. As they talked, Alex felt an overwhelming sense of gratitude for this journey, one that had not only transformed him as a tailor but also as a person. He knew that by embracing diversity, they were paving the way for a future where everyone could find their perfect fit. If you're enjoying this story, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Join us as we continue to explore the beauty of individuality and the power of acceptance. Together, we can redefine what it means to be perfect. As they walked away from the stage, arm in arm, Alex couldn't help but feel that they were not just moving forward, they were forging a path for countless others to follow, one that celebrated the vibrant tapestry of life, woven together by threads of understanding, compassion, and love.